What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my draft analysis of the Pokémon Monsters Premier League Phione division. I did previously play in the PMPL's Wi-Fi division last season, but this season they're changing it up a bit. We're doing pretty much a super low tier. Some of the best mons in the format are like Electivire. Let me take a look. Bronzong, Titan, Electros, stuff along those power levels. And so I thought it was cool. I'm down to play some Giga low tier, see some little guys shine. And so I'll run through what we drafted. I would do like a proper, really edited. If you've watched my previous draft analysis, they're usually more edited, but I haven't had the time recently to do that. And Mr. Treyon gives us a deadline, and I'm recording this 2.5 hours before then. So let's hope I can get it finished in time. Round 1. We picked up Bellibolt. I think this thing's going to be a monster in this tier. Not a lot's going to be able to kill it. 103 special attacks, honestly, not bad either. You will see my game plan once we get, I think, probably to like the 4th Pokemon. But I think Bellibolt's just great. Electromorphosis and Static are both great abilities. It's got slow Volt Switch, which is always great. It hits grounds with Muddy Water, has Recovery and Slack Off. It's an annoying mon to take out, especially in this tier where the power level's lower. It can even be annoying in Standard. So, yeah, I think Bellibolt's a great pickup. Going to be very annoying for my opponents. And round 2, this is what we got. We got Zangoose. I was just looking through the draft board. I don't really know what I want next. And I'm going to be honest. I don't know what the fuck is going to switch into Zangoose in this format. Even steals are going to take like 40-50%. Just because of Zangoose's raw power with Toxic Boost, Facade, 115 attack, Stab. I mean, in a power level this low, if I can get Zangoose in comfortably, which is, it's going to be easier with a slow Volt Switch from Bellibolt, I think he can just click buttons and kill a lot of things. Also, he does get knockoff, but it's obviously a lot weaker than Facade. But the ghost types in this format aren't great. And there's not too many, pretty good ones. So I think Zangoose can click buttons, hopefully. I think he's a solid mon. He can also be pretty good. In Standard, he's usually pretty low on point cost and, a good wall breaker. Let's see what we got round 3. Round 3, we got Dachsbun. I've used this in low tier before. Not this low tier, but like more standard low tier. And he was good. You just crank HP. Defense, maybe speed if you need it, Spadef. He's got good defenses. 57 HP Wish isn't the greatest, but you can put a lot of EVs in there. Well, Big Body's a fantastic ability. He's got Pivot and Baton Pass. He, he's got Body Press off that huge defense stat. 80 attack, even if I want to run him offensive. That's not too bad for this format. And he's pretty fast. Dachsbun is going to mainly, go and pair with Bellibolt to take. It's a lot of ground types are physical anyways, so Dachsbun's higher defense stat can fulfill those needs better than if he had higher Spadef. And yeah, he's just a great pivot mon, great wish to get, Zangoose back up if he gets lower, Bellibolt if I can't find a time to slack off, and also our next pick, Clawitzer. As you can see, we're going with the funny nuke buttons here. What's switching in the Clawitzer in this format? Clawitzer also has U-turn and flip turn, which I love pivots. Gives me a water type as well. He's honestly like he's not bulky, but he's got respectable bulk, 71 HP, 88 defense, 89 Spadef, and you usually don't run a lot of speed on him, so you can invest more in that bulk, which is nice. But like Mega Launcher, Water Pulses, Dragon Pulses, Aura Spheres, I said Dragon Pulse. They're gonna be hitting extremely hard in this format. And once again, we've got our physical breaker, now we've got our special breaker, we've got 2 defensive pieces. I honestly don't remember what I drafted after Clawitzer, so this is going to be a fun surprise for all of us. But I think I wanted to get more glue pieces, get more role players. I have 4 mono-type Pokemon, which isn't ideal because, you want to get your cores going, your Fire, Water, Grass, and your Fairy, Steel, Dragon. But yeah, we have a pretty solid team so far. Pretty balanced. And yeah, Round 5. Oh, that's right. We got Alolan Dugtrio. Gives us rocks, gives us a ground and steel type because there was not many great ones. He's fast too. I really like the speed on him. And 100 attack. You know, the Earthquake's going to be hitting hard in this format. Gives us another ground weakness, gives us another fighting weakness. But it's not the end of the world. I think Dugtrio Lola, he's also a funny guy. You know, the Three Stooges. But mainly he's fast. He gives rocks. And he's a ground and steel type on the team. Excited to use him in a format where, you know, he can be not horrible. Entangling Hair is a not bad ability, honestly. You know, if I do have to sack him for some reason, that speed drop, you know, can go into Zangoose or Clawitzer, then outspeed them since they have that speed drop now and, you know, hit them really hard. So I think it ties in with those two pretty decently as well. But yeah. Oh, wrong scroll. There we go. And so, sorry, round 6. Sorry, this is so scuffed. We got Carkol. I think Carkol is a demon. I'm not gonna reveal too much because I've got some heat I'm cooking up. But surface level stuff. He gives us removal and rapid spin. Gives us stealth rock and spikes. He makes our type chart look horrible, but you know, he's got Terra. With Eviolite, you know, 80 HP, 90 defense, 70 spit F. He's bulky as sin. And what's really great is when I was looking for fairy types in round 3, there was stuff like Floette, stuff like Wigglytuff. But I like Dachsbun, because I plan to get Carkol from like round 2, because I think he just fits my team really well, gives me hazards, gives me spin, very bulky, can be physical or special, just a very diverse mon that can do a lot. But I wanted something that can take knockoffs, because a lot of stuff in this format, you know, is going to hold an Eviolite. So knockoff's going to be a very pivotal move that will be used on a lot of Pokemon. And Dachsbun, with 115 defense, he eats those. He resists. So I didn't want to get some like Floette, who also wants the Eviolite, and then it gets knocked off, and then, you know, I'm a lot less bulky. But Dachsbun doesn't need it. Which goes in hand with Carkol as well, because I can just switch him in on the knockoff, take maybe 5-10% and carry on with my day. But yeah, Carkol, you know, Steam Engine, Flame Body, Flash Fire, 3 good abilities. I love using Terra Colossal, so this is basically a mini version of that. Look at him, he's a funny guy. Round 7, we got Paldean Tauros. Now, I have played in a lot of WPF Speed Tours, the World Pokemon Federation. And they had a format similar to this. It was super low tier, and I think it was even lower than this. Arguably, like Tauros Paldea was like the best mon in the format, and I saw how good this thing can be, especially in lower tiers. Now, like 110 attack, 100 speed, and respectable bulk is quite good, especially when you have stuff like Intimidate to make your physical bulk even better. Anger Point, not used as much. I've only seen it really used against like Meowscaradas who flower trick and stuff. And Kunchu is also a great ability. It's just very situational depending on the build and stuff. But also gets stuff like Trailblaze to raise his speed, bulk up for setup. And he just hits really freaking hard with 110, you know, stab close combat, especially in a meta where ghost types aren't as good, and fairies as well. Does get Iron Head for fairies though, so yeah, I think Tauros is just a great mon. Does a lot of damage. As you can see, we're going between bulky mons and Pokemons that do a lot of damage. That's my game plan basically, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But got 2 more rounds left. We picked up Alolan Exeggutor. Fits my team well, finishes my Fire, Water, Grass, and my Dragon Steel Fairy Core, which I really like. Gives me another special attacker, since Bellibolt is a special attacker, but he's not designed to be, you know, outputting a lot of damage. It was really just Clawitzer. This gives us something else. And as I was saying earlier, the Fairy types, the Steel types aren't that great in this format, so them, you know, 125 special attack Draco Meteors gonna be hurting. Harvest, great ability. Frisk, pretty good as well. He's decently bulky, can even be run physical, 105 attack, definitely respectable. Also gets stuff like Trick Room, which, you know, could be an option with something like Clawitzer or Bellibolt. You know, they're both pretty slow Pokemon. And yeah, he just fit my team really well. Originally I had like Sceptile here for like, 120 base speed, probably outspeeds like 99% of the metagame. But Alolan Eggy, also a great Pokemon. So we only have 2 points left. I went pretty top heavy because, especially in low tier, this is my personal take. I think the top tiers are just so much stronger than the bottom half of the tier list. So I think it's always worth going top heavy in lower tier formats. So just better Pokemon. But our last mon, we've got Tentacool. He gives Spin, he gives T-Spikes, Grounded Poison. That's about it. I made him Terra as well because I could. Originally I wanted Yanma and I wanted to do like Compound Eyes, Hypnosis, Shenanigans, and then go into like Zangoose and Swords Dance, but he was 4 points because I miscalculated my points. And yeah. And Tentacool's very bulky, especially with the Eviolite. He can be brought over Carkol if Carkol has a bad matchup or something, maybe once, maybe twice. Get stuff like Knock Off and Flip Turn as well, which is great. Pivot, support mon stuff. Liquid Ooze is also great in case there's like a Strength Sapper on the enemy team. Switch this guy in. They take a bunch of damage. But yeah, this is our team for PMPL. I'm gonna be honest. Like when I had Bellibolt Zangoose, I was like, damn, bro, this shit's gonna be ass. The way I rounded out the team, I'm actually a pretty decent fan of it. It's definitely got its weaknesses. It's definitely got its strengths. Overall, I think it's a pretty good team. Is it one of the better teams? I actually haven't really looked at anyone else's team. Draft analysis go up in like 11 a.m. and it's 8:40, so at the time of recording this, we'll see then. But yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. Hope you guys will tune in to the various weeks of PMPL. It will overlap with EDC, I think maybe for week 8, and if I make playoffs. No spoilers there. I believe week 5 should have went up today as well. We didn't play week 4. Got a FFW, but that's going way off topic anyways. This is the team. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.